Look, this is what we have to wait to every day. Lots of alarms. Woo! Woo! Comic book alarms! Comic book time! Woo! Woo! Comic book time! Woo! Alert! Comic book time! Garage sale! Comic book time!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Hello, my YouTube friend.
Hello! Today we have a comic book collecting adventure tale. Right? It was an adventure?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, what was it, about 2 weeks ago? Week and a half, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Okay, so this guy named Steve, he's a neighbor. He lives, like, in the next town over. He's been selling a ton of comics to me. I have probably, like, 3 long boxes worth of comics that I have to go through that he sold to me. So he came into the shop at, like, 4 in the afternoon. Basically, he's been selling me comic books that he can't sell fast enough to go try to find more collections of comic books so that he could sell more to me and sell some online. And so he was telling me that he found a collection he wanted to buy in Manhattan. So I had bought a bunch of comics from him the previous week, and he had bought that collection, and he said it actually had duplicates that he didn't know about. So I brought the duplicates in, and I think I gave him like $42 for the collection, which is, I think, more than he paid for the entire thing. So that's pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to go through is that collection. So we're going to first go through that collection and show you what he sold to us. All right, first we're going to go through this collection. I believe I paid him 50 cents to $1 for most of the Rebirth titles, maybe $2 for a couple of them. We have that Harley Quinn #1. We have 2 versions of Harley Quinn. There might have been, one of these might have been a B variant that I paid a little bit more for. We have the Carl cover from Walking Dead #179. That one I might have given him $2 for. We have Rebirth Batman #3. Batman Rebirth #4. Okay, we have Batman Rebirth #7. Batman Rebirth #11. #16. Rick and Morty #37 with Pickle Rick. I thought that was cool. I believe I gave him $2 for that one. The Harley's Little Black Book #1. This is still in its poly bag, so I wasn't sure which cover. I believe I gave him $2 for that one. Rebirth Batman #1. I might have given him $2 for that one. Batman Rebirth #1. I think one of these was a variant. Batman Rebirth #21. Harley Quinn #1. It's Terry Dotson black and white variant. That one I might have given him $5 for. That one's worth a little bit more.
Deadpool. It's like a video game.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's Deadpool 300, the video game cover. I believe this one I gave him $10 for.
Oh, that's an awesome cover.
That's the one that he said he got 2 of because he was buying the collection to buy that and he ended up getting a duplicate. So
awesome cover.
yeah, it really is awesome.
I'm too jealous of that.
You're too jealous of that one? And then the coolest thing for me, at least, was Daredevil #36, which I believe I gave him... I might give him a little bit more than half value. I might give him like $7 or $8 for that. So that collection was pretty cool. Okay, so his collection was really cool. And as he was selling it to me, he told me that some new thrift store was in the neighborhood or something. It was like Eli's or something like that. I hadn't heard of it. He said that he had been contacted on Craigslist that they had comic books. So I thought, I have no idea what this is. So after he left, I went to look online. I couldn't find what he was talking about. And then I looked on the Craigslist garage sale forum and I saw a guy was just having a garage sale and he called it like Eli's Big Garage Sale. So we're like, oh, I want to go check that out. But it was 4 in the afternoon, so I didn't know if they would have anything left. But I asked the cool kid, I was like, hey, cool kid, do you want to go to garage sales?
Yes!
Yes, if we could go to garage sales, what's your answer every time?
Yes.
Yes, he loves the treasure hunt with me. So we thought, let's go check out the garage sale. So we walked over there. When we got there, it was a bunch of records, a bunch of CDs. So we were looking around and there was a bag of toys. So we're digging through the bag of toys and I found this really cool Slinky Dog from Toy Story. And the cool kid found a Batman, right?
Yeah. It looks awesome for him.
It was really cool. So we went to the lady and we asked her, how much were these? And she said like $2 each. So I was like, all right, sold. I love old school Toy Story stuff. Isn't that cool?
I think that's from the 90s.
Yeah, it came out in 94, I believe. No, 96. 1996 is when that came out. So I thought that was really cool. So cool kid, when we were looking at the sale, did we see any comic books?
No.
No, we didn't see any comic books. So I asked the lady who gave me the price for the Slinky Dog. I said, I heard you guys had comic books. Do you have any comic books? And she was like, yeah, hold on a second. Eli, we have comic books, right? And so the guy came over and he's like, yeah, I have a bunch, but I didn't bring them out. So I said, oh, I love comic books. Can we look through them? So he's like, oh, well, they're all in the basement. They're so heavy. I don't want to carry them up. So at first it was like a little weird. I didn't really want to go in his basement. But then I thought, it's probably fine. Yeah, that little scare was like, let's not go in the basement. So do we go in the basement?
Yeah.
Yeah, was it a little creepy?
No.
No, you didn't find it creepy? Okay. I thought it was a little teeny bit creepy, but he had 4 bins full of comic books. There was like a puddle on the floor, so I was kind of afraid the comics get wet. So the first box that was kind of in the way, he's like, that box is just full of G.I. Joe comic books. I'm not sure if you're into that. Let me move it out of your way. I was like, oh no, I love G.I. Joe comic books. So I looked at the box. So I was looking at the box, and this is what I saw on the top. You know, there's a couple things that weren't G.I. Joe, but I flipped through it real quick. And I just saw, you know, they had some higher number, 141 G.I. Joe, 145, 135. So they had some higher numbers, a bunch of lower numbers. So I didn't really look through it, but I saw that it had a lot of G.I. Joe comics, especially ones I was looking for. I went quickly through that G.I. Joe box. I realized there's about 100 comic books, and when I buy G.I. Joes, I'll pay 50 cents to $1 any day. So I was thinking, maybe I'll offer like 50 cents a piece. So I asked him, how much do you want for the box of G.I. Joes? He's like, the whole box? I'm like, yeah, I really like G.I. Joe. He's like, well, give me a number. And I said, 50 bucks? He's like, will you do 60? And I was thinking, 100 comic books, mostly G.I. Joe, 60 cents a piece, why not? So I didn't really look through the box that well. I just quickly scanned it. So this is going to be fun, right? It's going to be an adventure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'll do 60 bucks. He's like, all right, great. So I said, so he took the box, he carried it outside, and the cool kid and I dug through all the other comic books he had. Right? And what were we looking for when we dug through all the comic books?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, we're on a mission to find the cool kid Spider-Man comic books, right?
Yeah, since Spider-Man's one of my favorite heroes of all time.
Yeah, so we looked through. I didn't really find. I think I found like 2 or 3 more G.I. Joe comic books in the stack, and maybe a couple things I wanted. But we're mostly just finding a whole bunch of Spider-Man comic books. So we found a whole bunch of Spider-Man comics for the cool kid. He was really. Were you happy to get those?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's been waiting to actually go through them because we had them in the box to do this video for 2 weeks. You'll be very patient, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So when we were done looking through them, he had his stack of Spidey comic books. I had that box, so I went up. I asked him, all right, so how much for everything? So he went through. He's like, well, what do we say, 60 on that box? And then he hit me with $95. And I was thinking that was $1 a comic book. We already did 60. I didn't really want to pay. I want to pay like 50 cents a comic for the stuff for him. So I was like, oh, I mean, I was kind of hoping to pay 50 cents a piece. Will you take 75? And he was like, I don't know. I mean, I already gave you a discount. I'm like, no, you said 60 on that, and then you just $1 a piece on the rest. That wasn't really a discount. He's like, oh yeah, you're right. Okay, how about 85? So I thought 85, and that includes the 2 toys. So we said, yeah, that's a deal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a deal. So I don't know what's in the box of G.I. Joes. I'm hoping some of the 150s are in there because those are the hardest, most expensive ones to get. And hopefully issue 21's in there. That would be awesome. And hopefully the first few issues. All those are worth a lot of money. So
what's issue 21?
Issue 21 is my favorite comic book from when I was a little boy.
Why was it so special?
Why was it so special? Well, when I was a little boy, I had a hard time learning to read. I didn't learn to read till I was 9 years old. I wasn't smart like you, learning to read at a young age. So when I was a kid, my parents gave me comic books to help me learn to read. And what I loved about G.I. Joe number 21 was it had my favorite characters. It had Snake Eyes, it had Scarlet, and it had Storm Shadow. 3 of my favorite G.I. Joes in it. And there was no words. It was only pictures. It was a story told in pictures. So I would bring my comic books to school. I would have like 50 comic books. And I would let all the other kids read. They knew how to read. So I would let all the other kids read all my comic books. And I would have my G.I. Joe 21. And I would just go through it over and over again. And in 1993, when I sold all the comic books I had 3,000 comic books. I sold them when I was in college, and I kept 1 comic book. What comic book do you think I kept?
G.I. Joe 21.
Yeah, that's the one I kept, my favorite comic book.
And he also sold The Amazing Spider-Man 300.
I did. Are you disappointed I sold that?
Yeah, I wish you still had that. So
I don't have that. You're so smart. He's a smart cookie. Yeah. It was funny, too. When we were in the basement, the guy was like, oh, man, I sold comic books last year, and I think I sold The Amazing Spider-Man 300 for $1. What did you say to the guy when he said that?
The first appearance of Venom, awesome! I kind of won that one last year, so it could have been awesome if I got that one.
Yeah, so he was a little jealous that he sold it. But I wanted to because I haven't replaced my copy yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's dig through this box and see what we got.
Yay!
Yay! All right. Okay, so with this big, giant mega box full of G.I. Joe and stuff, we also have some comics for the cool kids, so we're going to mix them up and see what we got. Okay, so this stack here. We'll start. I think the first few are the cool kids.
Yeah. It's Spider-Man number 30 for Marvel Adventures. It's Spider-Man playing baseball. The Amazing Spider-Girl number 16. We have Spider-Man and Family issue 7 that has the thing in it.
Yeah, that's cool. I like the thing on the cover of that one.
We have Spider-Man Family number 4. I kind of need a Spider-Man Family series.
These are cool. I don't have any of these, so I'm kind of jealous of them.
The Amazing Spider-Man 13.
That is a really cool cover. I believe.
Yeah, it has Miles Morales, Iron Man, and Spider-Man.
I believe that's Alex Ross. He does a lot of painting covers like that. That's really cool.
We have the Avengers Initiative number 7.
And why did you pick that one out?
Because it has so much Iron Spiders. How much Iron Spiders are
That's a lot of cool Iron Spiders on there.
And then we have Marvel Adventures Spider-Man, issue 36.
That cover is pretty cool. I like that one.
Oh, we have Batman 66, issue 28.
I like this one. This is Michael Allred artwork. I really like his artwork.
I only have one of those.
You want to get a whole set of those Batman comics?
Maybe. The Amazing Spider-Man number 2, issue 2.
That one's cool. I like that one.
Oh, we have the world's greatest superhero, the Amazing Spider-Man, issue 14.
That one is really cool
It
too.
has Iron Man just like more of them I have. in my
Yeah,
collection.
those are really cool. You got a lot of cool Spider-Man comic books.
Oh, we have one of the old classics. Spider-Man 31.
That one is cool.
Ooh, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 14. Why do they want no Spider-Mans?
I don't know. You'll have to read it and tell me about it.
Marvel Adventures Spider-Man issue 14.
Oh, that's Amanda Connor artwork. I kind of want that one. I like her artwork.
Ooh, the new Avengers, the Transformers 4 out of 4.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm kind of jealous of that one.
Ooh, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Black and Black.
That one is cool.
23.
That one is really cool.
23.
Okay, so that was,
And these were all my comics.
yeah, that was all the cool kids picks. I thought you got a lot of really cool comics. You end up paying maybe like 75 cents a piece. So I was cool, but now it's my turn to dig through the G.I. Joes. Are you excited for G.I. Joes?
No.
Okay, well I am. All right, this is right when I first started buying comics every week at the newsstand. So these ones I really, really like. We have G.I. Joe 48, G.I. Joe number 49. I'll pick up G.I. Joes anytime I see them because I can sell them easily in my shop for $2 to $4 each. And I like to fill in my collection if it's something I don't have. G.I. Joe number 50, G.I. Joe number 51, G.I. Joe number 52. G.I. Joe number 53.
Oh, it has Marvel on it. Nice.
Yeah, this is the Marvel 25th anniversary cover where it had all the frames like that, and that month all the issues had that border, so those are kind of fun to collect.
Oh, like the Black Spider-Man one.
Yeah, exactly. G.I. Joe number
nice of you.
54, G.I. Joe number 55. I remember.
This looks like that Silver Surfer.
No, that's Destro. When I saw this on the newsstand when it came out, I was so excited because I wanted to see all their faces, but you don't see it inside. Spoiler. All right, G.I. Joe 56. Now, these are in order, so I'm hoping most of the comics are in order. That might be a near complete set then. G.I. Joe 57, G.I. Joe 43, G.I. Joe 44, G.I. Joe Special Missions number 5, G.I. Joe Special Missions number 6, number 7, number 8, and number 9. Oh, and number 10. Okay, that stack is really cool.
Yeah, they're in order, so nice.
Okay, so the next handful, the cool kid did pick out Batman 66 with Wonder Woman, but he said that I could have this one, so that one's cool. I'm happy to have that one. G.I. Joe Special Missions number 11, number 12, number 13, number 14, number 15, number 25, number 24, number 26.
How much of these comics are there of the series?
A lot. I think the whole box is full of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe Special Missions 27.
No, I mean all the G.I. Joe Special Missions.
Oh, that series, I think they only had like 30 of them.
No, I mean in this box.
Oh, you might have the whole set.
Oh,
We'll find out. Number 28. Oh, I grabbed one Wonder Woman for $1 or 75 cents. Wonder Woman 319. G.I. Joe Special Missions number 24.
oh my god, some more?
Yeah, there's a ton more. Reprint of G.I. Joe number 5. I think this one came with an action figure. Birthright number 2. I just grabbed this one because I like anthropomorphic characters like that. I thought that was pretty cool. G.I. Joe number 60.
And now, how much of the G.I. Joes, a real American hero, are there? How much of this?
I think there's like 100 of
G.I.
them.
Joes are there?
There might be 100 of them. I hope so.
1,000.
I hope so. It'll be all the ones I need.
If it's 1,000, I'll be like 2.
No, it's not 1,000. I think there was over 100 comics in the box, but I didn't give it a count. We'll give a count when we're done going through all of them, okay?
Okay.
G.I. Joe 37, G.I. Joe 38, G.I. Joe 39, G.I. Joe 41. Oh, I love this era of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe 42, G.I. Joe 45, G.I. Joe 46, G.I. Joe 47. All right, I'm really hoping that all the ones I want are in here.
Just like your favorite issue?
Yeah, number 21. I hope it's in here.
Oh, I do like that cover.
That cover's pretty cool. All right, we have G.I. Joe America's Elite number 15. That's a newer one. Oh, I grabbed this one as well for like 75 cents. Scooby Apocalypse number 8. Casper number 144.
Whoa, that's a little damaged.
It's a little damaged, but it's old, so I don't mind it a little damaged when it's older.
Oh, Domino and some characters from the Deadpool 2 movie are
Yeah, this is really cool.
Domino.
Definitely awesome. Deadpool number 5. So these I also grabbed.
That one is too. I'm just too jealous.
I know. I wanted.
I kind of wanted that.
The cool kid was trying to claim that one, but I claimed it.
I want to claim that.
Cable and Deadpool number 47. So all of these I also grabbed from him after the G.I. Joe.
Actually, Doctor Strange's.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like the cover. Deadpool and Cable number 49. Okay, back to G.I. Joe. We got some earlier issues, so we have number 12.
Oh my god, how much G.I. Joe is there in this box?
A lot. That's why I bought the whole thing. Number 16. All right, here we go. This might do a cool kid. 17. We're going to 21, all right? We're going to see if it's in here. 18. Oh, I see it. 19. 20. Yeah, 21. Apparently, they loved it as well because it's really beat up.
Oh.
But that's okay. I'm still happy.
I kind of want to see that one day.
I will let you read this one because this one's kind of beat up. It's perfect for reading. You want to read it?
Well, I'm going to read lots of times since it has no words.
Yeah, you can read it over and over again. But you're better at reading than I am. You're really good.
Yeah, so I'm just going to read it.
Oh, I'm happy to. Even in this beat up condition, it's probably still worth $5 to $10 at least. Really happy to have that.
Oh,
I think
that was from 60s.
Well, these are from the 1980s. I'm missing a couple in the 20s, so this is really cool. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. This is another key issue. That's cool. 28. All right, now in the hundreds, 101. I'm kind of hoping that they have the 150s. If they have the 150s, those ones are like $20 a piece.
Yeah, it did.
102, 103. All right, another stack. We have 104. I still need a lot of the ones after 100, so even if these aren't the most valuable ones, I think they're still a little bit harder to get. G.I. Joe 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121. The cool kid went to go watch some TV while go through the G.I. Joes. He was getting a little bored with the G.I. Joe comics. I absolutely love these. I know there's a bunch of these later issues that I need, so this was a great score for me. 122, 123, 124, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. This is fun because I didn't know what was in the box. I just did a quick glance, saw enough stuff that looked interesting that I kind of wanted the surprise element. Okay, we got Captain America 414, Marvel Fanfare number 60, G.I. Joe Special Missions number 2, number 3, number 4, G.I. Joe number 58, number 59,
One trade paperback, G.I. Joe Volume 5 with the J. Scott Campbell cover. That's pretty cool. G.I. Joe Special Missions number 16, number 17,
number 18, number 19, number 20, G.I. Joe number 40, G.I. Joe Special Missions number 1, G.I. Joe 141. I think that's a little bit harder one to get.
G.I. Joe 145. Okay, that's awesome. G.I. Joe 135, 142, 143,
137. I don't have any of these higher number ones, so this is really cool. And 136. I mean, some of them are kind of ripped up and beat up, but overall, they're not bad, and I'll just have it as a filler until I can get better copies. Okay, we got some more higher number ones. I don't know if they went to the last issue, but I'm happy to get a lot of these, and if they did, that'd be awesome, because the last issue, I think, is worth as much as the whole box. 138, 139, 140, Tales of G.I. Joe 13, number 14, number 15,
G.I. Joe number 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. I always loved this cover.
G.I. Joe Yearbook number 4. Modern G.I. Joe, America's Elite number 14. G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero Image Series.
Number 3, number 4, number 9, number 10. G.I. Joe and Transformers number 1, number 3, number 4.
Number 2. G.I. Joe Order of Battle number 1. Let's see what we got here. What do we got? Alright, there's still quite a bit. There's like at least 50 more, I think. Maybe not 50, but 40 or 50, something like that. Alright, G.I. Joe Order of Battle number 3. Number 2. G.I. Joe Yearbook number 3. Tales of the G.I. Joe number 1. G.I. Joe number 2. That's awesome. That's, I think, the second print. Yeah, you can tell by the cover price, and also in the inside here, it says second printing. I think the second printing is still in demand, though. If I was to sell that, I think I could get $5 to $10 out of it. Back in the day, in the 80s, the second print was actually worth more than the first print for a while. Okay, G.I. Joe number 3. This is cool. These earlier issues are all $5 to $10 issues, so this is really awesome. Number 4, number 5, Tales of G.I. Joe number 6, G.I. Joe number 7, Tales of G.I. Joe number 8, so they must have mixed them up, regular ones with the Tales, which is the Tales of the reprint, so those are only worth $1 or $2. Tales of G.I. Joe number 9, number 10, number 11, G.I. Joe 29, I love that cover, G.I. Joe Special Missions 21, number 22, 23, G.I. Joe number 61, 62, 63, and 64. Okay, this is the last handful. We're running out, so only like 20 more maybe. So I don't know if that last few issues are in the stack. I'm not disappointed though, because this is a lot of cool comics. G.I. Joe 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 83, 84. Oh, we're back up higher numbers. This is cool. 125, 126, 127, 128. These are cool because I definitely don't have a lot of these. 129, 130, 131, 132, 133, and 134. Pretty awesome. Okay, so I counted all the comics and we ended up buying 212 comics for like 80 bucks. So what is that, like 30 to 40 cents a comic book? That is not bad at all. It was even better deal than I thought. I'm really happy with that. Okay, that box was a ton of fun. Was it cool to go through all those comic books? Okay, so then after we went there, we were already kind of really excited for all the comic books we bought, and we decided to stop at one of the local comic shops that has a really cool dollar bin. And I found a whole stack of comics for $1 a piece. Some really good comic books, some key issues, mostly Bronze Age. And the cool kid got to get another SpongeBob comic book, right?
Yeah, this is my second one. I got like.
Well, you have the free comic book day ones too.
Yeah,
right?
I don't have those ones. I only have 2 of those, so now I got 4 of them, 2 free comic book day ones.
So you have 4 SpongeBob total?
Yeah,
Yeah,
4
so
SpongeBob.
do you have a goal of getting all the SpongeBob comic books?
Well, I'm trying to collect them all. Some of these are different series, like the Midtown Comics are a different series.
The free one was a different series?
Yeah,
well,
it's one series, and this one in the bag is its own series. And the one that I got was from a series that was 75.
75 issues? Yeah.
Yeah, so I need 74.
Yeah, he
more
needs
to
a whole
go.
stack of SpongeBob, but we'll slowly collect them. We're gonna start looking for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's look at the bag of comics. See what we got. Okay. So we only brought $100 with us. So after we spent $80 at the garage sale,
Yeah.
we had like $20 left.
Yeah.
And I promised the cool kid that we'd go into the comic shop to see if they had the new SpongeBob comic book.
Yeah.
So what did we do?
We went to the comic shop.
So the cool kid ran right in the shop and ran right to the spinny rack where they had the kids comic books. And what did you grab?
And I grabbed the SpongeBob Comics issue 82. I need like 81 more to go of that series.
Or 80, because you have one other. I think you have 81 or 80.
I did have 72 for my last one.
Oh, number 72 was your last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he needs a bunch more, but you're so happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I raided the dollar bin. I didn't know they would have more comics or not, but they had a lot of really cool comics, and I had to put some back because I only had $20 on me. But I'll show you what I grabbed. I grabbed Carlton Comics, Pebbles and Bam Bam, Flintstone Comics, number 4. I thought that was great for $1. Swamp Thing, number 10 for $1. Dr. Doom and Magneto Super Villain Team Up, number 14.
I kind of want that one.
Isn't that one kind of awesome?
Yeah.
Star Wars, number 91 for $1. Another G.I. Joe, number 50 for $1. Archie Giant Series Magazine, number 219. I really like that cover. Deadpool, number 32. Thought that was great for $1.
A comic inside a comic? That's awesome.
Yeah, Deadpool's reading the comic book.
Inside a comic.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, Our Army at War, featuring Sergeant Rock, number 290. Thought that was cool for $1. Dr. Doom and the Submariner Supervillain Team Up, number 10. What do you think of that cover? That's pretty awesome, don't you think?
Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1
Is that
any
Red
day.
Skull over
Yeah, that's Red Skull.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
Ooh.
Dr. Doom and the Submariner Supervillain Team Up, number 6 for $1. Thought that was really cool. Archie's Joke Book, number 170. I love Silver Age Archie comics, or Bronze Age. Another G.I. Joe, number 47. See, I just can't resist G.I. Joes when they're $1. Transformers, number 13. That's the same thing. Can't resist that. Star Wars, number 101 for $1. I thought that was good. And then the real score was Miss Marvel, number 17, in pretty high grade. It's like a fine plus to very fine for $1. That's the second cameo appearance of Mystique. I sold one in a similar condition in the winter for like $40, maybe $30. So picking it up again for $1, that was awesome. What do you think?
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. And I do really like this Slinky Dog we got at the garage sale. So we had a good day. I actually have to go back to that comic shop because there was a lot of things. I didn't even get through all their boxes, and there was things I had to put back. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Do you want to go back to that comic shop this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go look for more SpongeBob, and I'm going to raid the dollar bin again. All right, that was a ton of fun. I'm really excited that I got this comic book for $1. Great deal. I love that this comic shop puts really decent comic books out for $1 a piece. What was your favorite comic book from the haul?
It was this one.
The SpongeBob comic book. I
Also
love
the
it.
back comic.
You love it. I mean, it's cool. I kind of want all the SpongeBob
Yeah,
comics myself.
I read this like lots of times.
Yeah.
That's the same company from SpongeBob. It's the same artwork like the cartoon.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
Half body of the real person, half inside his body.
Yeah,
I think that's a robot body.
Yeah,
Looks
it is.
awesome.
It looks like a robot inside you can see. This is cool. So we had a fun day. Was it a fun day going on our little treasure hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do more treasure hunts?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had fun too with our Funko Pop haul. In the video we posted yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun. I want to thank my patrons for supporting our channel.
Thank you.
with their help, we're motivated to do more fun videos like this.
Yay!
If you want to help as well, you can click on the Patreon link right there. If this is the first time watching our video and you like seeing the cool kid and I go on treasure hunt adventures and collect stuff,
Collect the Roblox face to subscribe.
and the cool kid, I think, is going to put a couple videos on top of my face.
Yes, I am! And just live with it!